Okay, I'm excited to be jumping back into Super Metroid. Had a lot of fun doing it on... Was it Monday? I think it was Monday. Some really classic sticking points there. I realized later I've gotten stuck at that high jump before. I think I got especially confused this time because I played so many Metroid games with various height differences and jumps. But we made some good progress too. And I don't have any goodies to share beforehand, so I'm just going to jump in here. Such a great intro. I have to let it play with reverence. It's funny how you can kind of feel it pop into place. Oh no, is my controller not working now? There we go, I just didn't have the window. I had so many controller woes last time, I was not going to be surprised. It's funny how abstract these little maps are. Wait, it's also funny how I have to manually progress for this stuff when... I guess this is useful to just get your bearings, but like how useful is it really? It's just interesting how you have to press like 7 buttons to get started. That's a great design. I'm glad we got the ViddyO suit already. Varia. I like how when she turns her turning sprite is just a little bit taller than the side ones. It makes this nice like little arc instead of having it feel too linear. It was one thing I was always taught in animation schools to give movements like that an arc. So if like a head's turning, to have it have their head dip down a little bit, or to have their eyes kind of have more circular motion. Okay, where am I going? We got the speed boost. I could probably even use that to get past those I should have a guide handy just for the names of these enemies. But I'm thinking that long vertical tunnel where there's the really hard kind of bug-like ones. I know you're supposed to get out of there by freezing them. I'm not sure I've ever tried to Shine Spark. I bet you could Shine Spark out of there. Assuming the environment is conducive to that. Oh gosh. Thank you, past Ryan, for giving yourself full health to start with. No, one of these rooms has it so you can speed boost all the way through. This is clearly not the one. It's funny, I associate this game with the ice beam so much that I just feel naked without it. I think the more upgraded I get, the more I feel that way. I really like how you can, when you do a kind of somersault spin with the charge beam charged, it does that glow. I like how the whole body glows, and I really like the yellow glow, and I don't know if that actually changes your health or your impact against the enemies. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure I can even get out this way. Let's take a look. Yeah, I totally can. Oh no. Yeah, that's a pretty tall jump. Gotta get used to that jump. Okay. One thing I think this game would have benefited from was having a way to jump for a morph ball without bombs. That was more or less a staple in the rest of the games. So the primes didn't get them all the time. Although they do on the Wii. Okay, where do... Oh, this is that... Yeah, perfect. This is the room I kept trying when I was stuck before. And now, I have what it takes. Nice. I don't have power bombs, but... I could have sworn that this was a... It's just because it's double blocks that I was talking about before. The double block seems suspicious. We'll see. It's funny, you have to be so delicate with your jump in situations like this. Again, this is another case where it would be easier if you turn off the high jump later in the game. But is it worth digging through the menus? Most of the time, no. Sometimes, yes. I could have sworn that this was something too. No? Oh, it was. Okay, well, let's not do that now. Okay, that screams ice beam to me. So let's get out of here. Well, look at what this guy's doing though. I like it when these little dudes are kind of like indicators of where to go. This is tricky. Ledge hangs is another thing. It's one of the reasons why people prefer Zero Mission. Is it's basically built on Super Metroid, but it has things like ledge hangs that just make this kind of thing easier. Is that the ice beam? It is. How about that? Man, I'm getting all these things faster than I thought. If I was like writing down how I thought these were dispersed, I would think that the ice beam is one of the last ones. But it is very classic. It just feels, it's very powerful. It's not as powerful as the plasma beam by itself. So like, it can get annoying to freeze enemies later in the game when you could have just one-hit them without. But in Super Metroid especially, it's very nice to have the ice beam. I was just talking about it as if it would be several playthroughs before getting it. Makes sense that you would have it in the lava themed area though. That's, the polarity of it is nice. But okay. Cool. Oh, flawless. Flawless. Now where am I going? Okay. I wonder if those two... I'm still curious about those two, but not enough to check. Let's see where this goes first. That's just a drop down. Okay, so this is just to get that ice beam. Well, with the ice beam, I could get out of here. Do I want to get out of here? Maybe. Oh, let's save, and then let's try that one long room. Which I think is on the other side of this. So that works out well. Yes, I would like to save. But it's starting to open up now with each of these power-ups. My options increase, and I think, go back to to Brinstar, and do a lot. Or I could go here. Have I been here before? Oh, so this is just opening up to this lower area, isn't it? Was I down here before? Oh, excuse me. Oh. Okay, so I have the spazer. I don't have the wave beam, do I? Yeah, okay. So I don't think there's much I can do down here. Oh, hey, what's up, Happy Hell? Yeah, I'm feeling jazzed. I'm in the Metroid groove. There's the area up here that has unexplored sections, but what is that? I'm close enough, I might as well take a look before I head out of this section, but I have a feeling the main progression is going to come from leaving here. Rude. Yeah, so I just got the ice beam. Between that and getting the speed boost, I know I could get out of here if I wanted to. I'm just kind of doing a quick survey. Yeah, I don't want to do that whole loop, so let's get out of here. Bottom area I can't get to yet. Okay. So, it's funny how there's no icon for Samus here. It's just the reticule, I guess the term would be. I really love the proportions of Samus here. It's badass. Okay. Yeah, order-wise, I would have guessed that I'd get the high jump maybe like second or third. And that ice would come way later. It's about to make life a lot easier for me dealing with these guys. Such a good one. Yeah, although it was strange in so I agree, this is the best look for Samus, but you always get the satisfaction from getting the ViddyO suit later on. Varia probably is. Just because when you do, you feel like you're really in the end game. Yeah, Zero Suit does nothing for me either. The last act of Zero Mission actually has a pretty lengthy portion that you just play in the Zero Suit, and you only have a stun gun. And it's more of an emphasis on stealth and like quick evasion. I think that's interesting. I think at least they're using the Zero Suit to do something different. I don't know if I really enjoy playing that in a Metroid game, but I can appreciate what they were doing there. Yeah, there's just something nice about getting the ViddyO suit at the end, just because you feel really OP by then. But Other M kind of robbed us of that, robbed me of that, because it... Oh, come on. That's what I get from talking while trying to do this. Because instead of having a new suit, you just get like a glowing purple, like, aura around you when you're in like a zero gravity or like underwater situation. It's just lame. So I saw there's actually a fan edit of the Wii game where you have a proper ViddyO suit. I think they took it from the Prime games, I'm not sure. This is 100% the room where you turn off your high jump later in the game, and it's worth it every time. God, it's so annoying. Other M also made the Zero suit just a little bit gross. You know, the way they're focusing on the butt. I mean, I think it's funny when Solid Snake has the tight butt, so maybe I should let Samus have it too. Is it prevalent in Smash? I didn't even know that. But yeah, I mean, from what I understand, it was originally just like an Easter egg in the NES game, and they didn't really intend for it to be canon until kind of last minute. And there's something that feels a little gross to me when you die in Super Metroid and you see the Zero suit for a second and Samus kind of gives that kind of moaning cry. Like, it feels a little weird. A little icky. Sounds good. I think there are ways you could redeem it, but... There were other times about Other M. I'm probably going to talk about it disproportionately since it's the most fresh. But they would just have her go into the Zero suit for no reason. Like, there's a very important cutscene with Adam where he shoots you with something and then your suit kind of disappears for no reason. Even though he just hits you with like an ice beam. And then I think it's just because they wanted her in the Zero suit for the cutscene. Sexy angles and shit. And then towards the end of the game, she goes into the Zero suit for no reason other than they want a countdown sequence where she's running around without armor. And that's another one where it has at least some interesting gameplay implications, but it just makes no sense. I don't like it feeling that arbitrary. Why does that... Is it just me, or does that save feel like there's something to the sides of it? I'm assuming this is a pixel perfect upscale, so what is going on over here? I don't recall there being a secret in a place like this. Oh, alien reference? Good call. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, what's up, Charlie? Welcome to the party. Yeah, I think it was almost like a joke. It was just like, LOL, she's a girl, this is a girl the whole time. Because the NES manual refers to Samus as he. Which tells me it was a dude when it went to print. Or they didn't take the Easter egg seriously, or both. Yeah. Power bombs, nice. The pace feels so good here. It just feels like I'm getting power up after power up. Tonight I've gotten the ice beam and the power bomb. Both of those are huge. Weirdly, in Other M, you don't get the power bomb until basically the end of the game, and you can use it at the final boss, and that's it. Oh, I don't know if I've heard that or not. I forget the rumors I've heard about where the name came from. That makes sense, though. As a young kid reading Harry Potter, I mispronounced that name for so long that I'm scared to even try now. Yeah, it feels like I'm ripping through the game. I don't know if I really am, though. I think it's just like a really rewarding pace that they've built out. Granted, I have beaten this many times, so maybe some of it is that I'm familiar with it, but oh, come on. It feels like it's just like a really rewarding chain that they've made. I like the way these guys move. See how it's just like little sections that are moving independently? You can see the soft underbelly. And it's classic Metroid to be able to see like cocoons or skins like this too. Samus Returns, the 3DS one from a few years ago, it had really good puzzles involving like larvae and shells and kind of knowing what to interpret that as. Excuse you. Let's go back up to Criteria actually. I don't know that one from Nausicaa. I don't even know Nausicaa. Should I? Let's save. We got power bombs. Let's save. Oh, it's Miyazaki. Oh, I'm woefully behind on catching Miyazaki's. Feel free to Winema any of them. I've only ever seen Howl's Moving Castle. That's the only Miyazaki I've ever seen. Which for an animation major especially, I know was like such a sin going through school. Yeah, please Winema some Miyazaki just for my tortured soul. Look at that! We're back at the top. This is another great sensation too, of feeling like you've really progressed. So these doors, each time I have to use a power bomb, huh? That's pretty rare in this series. I can't think of another one that does it consistently like this. It's kind of a pain in the butt. This is gonna take me to wrecked ship, which I don't know if I'm ready for. Am I ready for the wrecked ship? Let's go until we can't. I keep saying we, it's very cute. Okay, yeah, I need the grapple beam. I couldn't remember if I got it here or if I needed it here. I would do some homework, as long as you didn't get too ambitious with the assignment. I did enjoy reading Akira. I never finished it, but I got pretty far. I got maybe 3 volumes in. Do I get momentum from... Oh, sloppy. Okay, do I get momentum from running through like this? I'm on my way to speedrunning. We'll see, we'll see. I probably lost about half an hour last time. It would be great if I get a personal best. I'd be happy with that. Oh, I was trying to Shine Spark. How do I Shine Spark? Oh, do I have to press down first? I think that's it. No? There we go. I don't totally know what I just did. God, this is such a great track. I love this track. I wonder if these speed blocks come back too. I bet they do. I kind of prefer it when you blaze a path and you like open up a super missile door and you run through speed blocks that they disappear afterwards, but... Swedish version of Mother. I did enjoy Mother Night last night, where we watched the two Mother movies, for anyone that's not familiar. It's interesting how polarizing Aronofsky's is. And then I was talking to a coworker today, and he didn't like Bong's, but he liked Darren Aronofsky's. It's like the Mother personality test. I've been so bad about reading lately, so I would accept a book club for sure. I keep trying to read at night, and then every night I feel like I'm too tired, and then I just read baloney on the internet instead. It's been a tradition for years. Okay, wrong way. I meant to go one more down. I don't think there's much for me to do here. I think that's just how I got the bombs. I thought Bong's was a really nice combination of Memories of Murder and Parasite, but I didn't think it was as good as either one of those. But it was still a fun combo, you know. Okay, let's see what that room is over here. I've really loved every Bong film I've seen, but I'm also aware that his more contentious ones are the ones I'm saving for last. So I might have just front-loaded his filmography with all the best ones, in which case, oops. Oh, Charlie, you're talking about Bong Joon-ho's? Because I'd be surprised if you watched Aronofsky's twice. Yeah, I totally appreciate what Aronofsky's doing. I think it's like, in some ways, even an important message, but it's just so painful to watch. It's hard for me to really enthusiastically love it. I can be a film masochist in other ways, but I guess in this way I can't. Let's go to the left. How tall that jump is. Look at that. Starting to get those moments where you just feel like super powerful. Speed running through enemies in a room like that was definitely one. Well, let's check out the right just to see what happens before continuing on. I'm not explicitly trying to speed run, although it'd be nice to get the best ending. I've never done that, but that's not really my goal. I think streaming would be a bad way to try. Yeah, one down. So still a good ways to go. Yeah, I would be extremely happy with getting a personal best while streaming. That seems like that's gonna handicap me a bit. Yeah, I didn't get the Bible connection while watching it, but everything did make total sense afterwards. And maybe that was part of why I didn't enjoy it as much in the moment. I tend to like movies that feel more concrete, and it felt so dreamlike for much of it. It was hard for me to really be engaged by it sometimes. Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm too talkative and stopping to look at too many things. Which I think, if I'm gonna stream Super Metroid, I want it to be more of that. I want to be talking about my experiences and kind of trying to appreciate it through a new lens. Kind of marinate in it for these streams. Oh, look at that! Look at that! This song's a bop too. There's not a bad song among them. I forget what Reserve Tank does. Oh, it's the auto thing, yeah. I still know a couple of these. The little hopping creatures, or have I? There's been little hopping creatures. I don't know if there's been the little hopping creatures. Oh, those. No, I have not. So I know the reserve tank, you fill it up and it turns yellow when it's full. I think it's when you get down to 0 health, it will, what the heck? Do I have to go? When you get down to 0 health, it'll fill back up or something? Okay, so I can't go that way. Time to do some good old-fashioned carpet bombing. I don't have the wave here. No, it's not the water level. We've actually gone by where it happens. It's in that kind of pink area. I think I'm stuck back here. I was so proud to get over here, and now look at me. Okay, so here we go. The water level, oh, actually, I could go to the water level now. But without the right suit, I'm going to stop apologizing for saying them wrong. Without the various suits, I can't go too far in the water level. But it's a really classic moment getting to it. Yeah, so now I'm basically going the same route I did at the beginning of the game. But I can do so many new things, like this for instance, that it feels very rewarding. It's something that the later Metroid games have kind of forced a bit too much sometimes. Forcing you to go back instead of making it feel organic like this. When I say forcing you to, the primes in particular would say, like, you have to go to this section and find this hidden item. This is just so much more organic. Oh, you dirty dogs. You dirty dogs. I knew something was happening. Let's go left. Oh. Interesting. You see, my reserve has filled up now. It's the last thing to fill up, and then I believe the last thing to deplete, and then it refuels for you. Not a lot of the Metroid games have it that I can recall, but Other M had a form of it, which I actually liked, where if you're in a battle, you can hold the Wiimote up vertically and press a button, and if you're able to hold it long enough without getting hit, then you could get the reserve tank and also refill missiles. And I liked it because then the battle became trying to survive long enough to get the health back. You know, it didn't feel too easy, but it was also... This is brutal. It was doable enough that you could do it a lot of the time and get that feeling of satisfaction, but it was never like a sure thing. I still find it really interesting that that game doesn't have health pickups. It doesn't have traditional health pickups like this. It's the only one that doesn't. And it helps make it feel more arcadey. And I really like arcadey Metroid games, because Samus Returns... Oh, hi guys. So these, yeah, they teach you the wall jump here. There we go. Which is a tricky thing. The wall jump is a very tricky thing in this game. There's more too. I was thinking of different ones. So I'm assuming I hit the wall and then I go the other direction. So it's like right in the D-pad and then left on the D-pad. Yeah, okay. Other M was interesting because you would just hold in one direction. So where is this taking? Where is this taking? Is wall jumping in the manual? I believe it is. Let's take a look. Does that say boot? It says... Oh, because it's your boots. Okay. I was thinking it said boost. I don't see it. Thanks. Yeah, I set up scenes for the first time. Isn't there a section about the morph ball? So it's here. Some of these names. Cack Attack. Will someone please remember the name Cack Attack and the next time I see one pointed out? And Fire Fleas. These are some choice names. There's all these bonkers names and then there's just work robots. Right. Good stuff. I'm gonna get back to the game for now. Yeah, it seems like wall jumps are not in the manual, at least not from that cursory glance. That's a tough one to figure out. Fear, Flea, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can get it this time. Oof. Can I jump it, or should I try to Shine Spark? Can I even shine? No, I can't. Okay. I think I just need to get as close as I think I can. Ah! That's something where if I have the screw attack, I can do it. But am I going to remember to come back here with the screw attack? I'm not sure. At least there's a pretty generous hitbox with that bomb, but not thrilled to be back in this room again. These guys take me to the cleaners. What are those bloodsuckers called? I should have seen. They're the worst. Are they ouches? They're They should be ouches. They're like little one-eyed frogs. I'm getting whooped just by jumps. I've not played Hollow Knight. From what I understand, it's kind of the new reigning champ of the Metroidvania genre. But I have not played it. Yeah, this is tough. I know that a lot of speedrunners use this wall jump, I'm pretty sure. But I can't imagine getting that good with it that I can go to unexplorable areas. I can... I'm hoping I get a better rhythm here. I need to do it sooner than I'm doing it, so more like right as I'm making contact. It doesn't help that like Samus can kind of like go past the wall like this, you know? So it's hard to know like where the actual like hitbox is, because it's not like 3D geometry where it's going to be like colliding and you can't. Oh man, this is brutal. Sooner. I had it for a second there. I just keep losing progress. Okay, there we go. That was easy. There we go. Okay, okay. I got a rhythm, but man, I feel like next time that happens, I'm still gonna suck at getting the rhythm right. Well, and that's that for that section. Okay, let's not go back there for a while. Oh, that's your opinion. Yeah, I should really check it out. Yeah, it's quite difficult. To the point where you kind of forget it's there. I'm also just amazed at how little the game is telling me about. Like, I knew those were power bombs because I jumped through them before, right? But most Metroid games, you can shoot them and it'll say this is a power bomb, and then you know. I could bomb those, but not when I'm underneath. So like, I get that I've already solved that, so it's not like critical that I know, but it's still just interesting that I can't see that. Alright, 2 seconds, I'm grabbing a glass of water. Okay, I'm back, thanks. There's also... I'm using the SNES replica by 8BitDo, and that helps a lot with this game. The grapple beam, I can only do that successfully and get the timing right on a SNES controller like this. I've also found this game is very unforgiving with lag, so even though it's a Bluetooth controller, I'm using it plugged in just because like the movements are so precise that I wasn't able to do them over Bluetooth. And that wall jump, I think, is a key example of how if you had Bluetooth or if you had like, you know, a PlayStation controller, you might struggle even more than I was. Okay, I think, is this the room with the little dudes? One way to find out. Oh, I can't run through iced enemies. Yeah, okay, these were the ones I was thinking of, Jim. And by the way, I would not be wall jumping my way out of here. Good lord. Well, hello. Oh, is it just one? I guess it's just one. So you're right, it is the little ones there. This is where you learn to Shine Spark. but it's pretty obtuse. I'm almost positive that it's non-essential to get down here. Yeah, this is just for energy. Run with my buddy here. I've been getting the shine spark wrong. Do I have to go down and then up? I'm pretty sure this is not in the manual either. There we go. I love how it takes some health out. You know? Oh, that's why they have an energy thing down there. To be nice so you don't get stuck down there. You know? Because you can only speed boost your way out. So if you had low health when you fell down there, then it would be a Walking Dead. You wouldn't be able to get out. So that's why they have the energy, and then they just take a bar when you leave. It's goofy. It's pretty goofy that they deplete your health with the shine spark, but Lesoteric, is that another is that in the Viddy's dictionary? Because it should be. Gotta farm more. Like I said, the fans have some kind of name for farming these, but I don't remember what it is. So I've just been referring to it as genocide. Definitely think the game would be a little bit better balanced if save stations refilled you instead of having to do this. Although this isn't quite as bad as the first two Metroid games. I found that. Yeah, I really love how this game has no instructions. I understand why the series kind of had to move past that, or felt that they needed to. But, you know, you really feel like you're on your own, just figuring things out. It's especially welcome after Other M, where it has so many instructions that persist for the whole game. So you're getting controller like descriptions of what control to hit when you're in the final boss fight. Like that just feels wrong, right? Hey, look at that! I just did a great wall jump there. But too soon for this room. So yeah, Other M leaned just too heavy on the instructions, let alone all the controversial narrative elements. Yeah, this one's interesting because I have the map, but I only have the map of the section I'm in, unless there's some button I'm neglecting. I'm almost positive it's nice. You know, it's frustrating because I want to be able to look at Norfair and know, are there big blue sections in Norfair that I think I could return to? But it is nice in the sense that I don't feel spoon-fed at all, right? Now, what is that blue section on the left there? Is that a boss? I think it makes more sense for me to just continue this way for now, but... Well, I probably should have the high jump, but I could also do the ice jump. So, why not? It's another one of those great moments where I can't tell if I'm sequence breaking or if I'm just being the right amount of clever that they expect the player to be. Oh, come on. It's interesting, a couple of the games that I can think of, Fusion and Other M have this mechanic where you're on ships, and then the ships have little biomes where you go to various sectors and you let that low jingle play out. You can go to a section that is like Norfair. There's another section that's been built out in the ship to be like Brinstar, Criteria, and it's kind of a nice way of getting you off of the same old planets while also making it feel familiar. I kind of like those. Okay, so I'm back here. We're heading our way to Meridia, which we can at least dip our toes into. Because I don't think I want to go up. No, because I was just where that elevator leads earlier this stream. Okay. Alright. And I don't think I need to go down. Yeah. Sloppy. Sucker. Alright, power bomb. Okay. So what does that get me? I can speed boost. Do I speed boost up? I don't know if there's... Oh, weird. Okay, that was definitely an emulation glitch there. Okay, what do I jump up? What is the purpose of that? Weird. This is probably a trick, isn't it? But gosh, that's unforgiving to get right. Ha! Okay, that was it. So, I forgot I can Shine Spark and then pick where I go. But man, that was a tight little area to be doing it in. So where am I? Like a solar system spanning detective adventure. Yeah, that was in Prime 3. You know, Prime 3 deviates from the format probably a bit too much, but that was something I really liked, was that your ship is no longer just this lame save station, but it's like you use it for not just locomotion, but for puzzles, and it feels like it's a part of your job as a bounty hunter and a part of the game. That was, yeah, it was really clever, I thought, to start including that. Because, you know, the only reason it's not in the old games is because they couldn't move sprites that big and because they were limited in gameplay decisions, right? But that's one where it makes total sense for Metroid to deviate. Well, I think I found something cool, but I think I found it a little too soon. Although, I don't even know... So if I get the ViddyO suit, then I can jump into water, which is great, but... I think I need to come from the left side. And it's probably going to be like some kind of floating platform or something. It's that or I need the scan visor, one of the two. Oh, gravity suit, right. I keep calling it the ViddyO suit. When I was complaining about Other M, I was complaining about the lack of the gravity suit. Ooh, look at that! See that? Oh, yeah. I just want to check something. Wait, I do have the high jump boots. Did I get those earlier? Oh gosh, I've just totally like been gaslighting myself. So I probably had the high jump boots when I felt like I couldn't progress unless I had the high jump boots. Oh gosh, that was spacey of me. That's what happens when they're handing out power-ups like candy. More so, that's what happens when my brain doesn't remember all this game. No wonder I'm doing so badly on those little jumping sections. I'm talking about how in endgame you turn off your high jump to make it easier, and then I'm not doing it. Oh man. I fell for one of the classic blunders. So let's... Can I not progress from here then? How do I get... Okay, I gotta go up to criteria then. I was avoiding doing that, but... Seems like I have to. Hey, thanks. Glad you like the commentary. Yeah, I was really enjoying it. I've been analyzing the art a bit less this stream. I think just because it's a lot of things that we've seen already, but that could just be the whole focus of the commentary still, I feel like. It's like I don't even know how I got here. I have a very bad sense of direction in life, and it navigates into these games as well, no pun intended. That's the only marriage advice my dad has ever given me. Is he said, all Davies men marry a woman with a good sense of direction. So that's the key quality I need to look for, apparently. This is annoying. I'm just at that stage in the game where these guys are annoying. Like, I wish I had the screw attack right now, because these jumps are annoying as well. Yeah, this is such a polished area in ways where the N64 I think is a very unpolished area. There's a couple gems that snuck their way through, but in general, like, I suspect the reason we haven't gotten the N64 Mini is just because, you know, a lot of it hasn't aged terribly well. But this was refining 2D games after, you know, several generations, and was able to really just hit such a sweet spot for the technology and the artistry. How do I go up or over here? I guess I gotta go past the ship and back down to Brinstar. Not the route I was planning, but... It's by the hair by Chinny Chin Chin. This little tube. It's breaking things up. I wonder if this era has reasons where you need a elevator or like a long tunnel for, like, you know, loading RAM or something. Like, that outside area is a huge area. Do they need a small tunnel afterwards to, like, transition? These are things I just do not know enough about the SNES hardware to answer. Yeah, that's a good point. It could be licensing, and they are on the Switch, so they haven't abandoned those games. I have not finished either Zelda for the GameCube. And until recently, I hadn't played the Mario for the GameCube. So I could not answer that. Eventually, I don't think it's going to be next in line, but eventually I'd like to run through the Zeldas like I am doing with these Metroids. And part of it is because I never played Twilight Princess or finished Wind Waker, Skyward Sword. These feel like things that would be worth my time to go play. Now, what is this blue room over here? Yeah, I think that... Okay, let me practice what I preach and turn off the high jump. Still can't get over that I had it. Dazed and confused. Oh yeah. See? Flawless. Yeah, I think Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask have aged wonderfully. So I'm certainly with you on that half. And I think Ocarina of Time is maybe the most mind-blowing game experience that I've ever had. It's certainly in the top 5. Okay, yeah, it's funny. This is the way I thought I was going to get out last time, because I finally had the... let's turn that high jump back on. I feel like there's got to be a section over here, right? No. Oh, this is just for shine sparking then. Okay. Well, I feel like I kind of did a ass-backwards way of getting here, but get here I did. It's a nice thing about having the ice beam is I can shoot those without instantly making it darker, but you still have to be careful not to, well, do that or shoot them twice. But it's a good little dynamic, I think. Okay, I'm turning off the high jump again. A bit tedious to go into menus and turn things off like this, but it's interesting because most of the other games don't give you the option at all, and there are times like this where it kind of behooves you to. Okay, I have a feeling this is where I get the grapple beam, if my memory serves. And I think I get it through a fight, so... Maybe not. Am I trapped? Can I not do it until after I get it? Okay, well, don't listen to me. I think I need to leave here. It is funny how you can have a light touch with the jump. Because you only get the full jump by holding for a while. As opposed to like a Mario where you press jump and he jumps the same height every time. Here it's all about how long you hold and kind of reaching that highest point. I gotta get some health back. I'm hurting a bit. Never beaten Ocarina. I would certainly recommend it if you were feeling a nostalgic twitch in your eye. I think that game has... What blew my mind the most playing that game was becoming adult Link. And just feeling like a whole new world had been opened up to me. And feeling like sadness and also like empowerment. Like it's such... God, that game's so good. Yeah, I think these guys have a variable speed they come out of the gate with, right? It seems that way, or maybe they're just catching me off guard. Okay, yeah, sorry, I know that's not good stream watching. Alright. Here. A bit lost on where to go next, so we're gonna have to let it unfold. Is this the one I got stuck at before? Because I wasn't... Yep. Gotta hold down that run button. This game really is unforgiving with controls. Yeah, I've not played Master's Quest. I hear it's a good way to play the game, and I hear the version they did of Majora's Mask is really not good. And that they nerfed, like, the Zora swimming especially. Alright, watch this, guys. This is... Gosh, that's cool. I couldn't believe that. I think it was the US commercial has that. I can't believe they would show that moment in the trailer. It's one of the few moments I remember, I think, watching my brother play this for the first time when we figured that out. Just the satisfaction. I have some dusty memory of figuring that out. I don't know how much I can do up here, but let's push it to the limit. I have a feeling I can do quite a bit. It's something these games tend to do is if there's an underwater section, you have to kind of deal with the janky underwater physics for a while before it rewards you with the right suit. Which I like because it's part of feeling that progression, right? If I never went to Meridia until I had the gravity suit, then I don't know if it would feel as cool to finally have it. So there's that secret passage underneath, which I think just takes me down to the tunnel that I bombed from. Okay, this is gonna get rough. I don't know. Now, there's some sections that let me go down further. Is this one of them? No. Yeah, totally. You gotta feel what you're missing before. Yeah, it's like in adventure games where you don't want to solve a puzzle before you know what the puzzle is, right? Gosh, it's terrible getting out of that quicksand. Let's not go back there for a while. Yeah, it's, you know, Metroid games essentially have puzzles, and the puzzles are typically from the gates. And you want to see the gate before you get the thing that unlocks the gate, before you get the key. Are you the gatekeeper? I pride myself in my Rick Moranis, but it's a pretty limited, as far as phrases go, it's pretty limited. I remember reading that Rick Moranis is back out of retirement to be in Honey, I Shrunk the franchise. Oh shoot, I can only get out from that secret passage. Interesting choice on their part. You got rickrolled. Has that, I forget that Bob and Mackenzie movie, Strange Brew, I think it is. Has that ever been Winnemud? I know I saw it with Ian once, but I don't think that was a Winnemud. Great on health. Yeah, thank you. I always wonder if there's like an algorithm for dropping health. Does it give more health when you're low on health? Yeah, it is Strange Brew. I remember enjoying it as someone who didn't know the characters from. It wasn't SNL. Would they have been Second City? Look at all that uncharted territory. I love how it shows you where the boss is, too. That's so funny. I can't think of another Metroid game that says this is the boss, even though it's often pretty obvious. Yeah, it wasn't like an amazing movie, but I could see it being part of a strong pairing. If it's like with another Moranis thing. I personally would not mind if we went on a Moranis deep dive like we did with Charles Grodin. That feels like that would be a good time. I was glad that we saw all those Charles Grodin films before he died. Give me a new appreciation for the man. I don't know my Blue Heaven. Is that something Moranis is in? Excuse me while I farm more health. Oh. Interesting. That sounds great. Someone was just recommending a movie to me. I had not heard of it. It was a John Cusack movie, I think. Called like, it was like not the Gribblies. It started with like a G though. I had not heard of it. If no one knows what I mean, I can look it up. Where the heck am I? So this is where I blew it up, isn't it? Okay, it is. The Grode Zone. Not Gross Point Blank. Let me just... I have it written down right here. The Grifters. Apparently Scorsese produced it. Look at the little bubbles coming out of Samus. I guess there's an exhaust in that suit or something. But, like, you see the caustics overlay? How it's going over the background, but also Samus. It's like such a simple little thing. But it really helps make it feel underwater when they can't do, like, a lot of actual distortion effects on top, you know? And they do this exposure ramp, too, in addition to the controls feeling really sluggish. Okay, well, I don't know how much more I can do in this section, but I'm sure there's a section I didn't even go to. It's part of the catacombing, right? Is that I need to become intimately aware of as much of the environment as I can. Yeah, it certainly seems like they're not banking on me getting too far here. Shoot. I don't recall if the gravity suit is from the wrecked ship or if it's from here. It might be from the wrecked ship, actually. In which case, this is a bit of a fool's errand if there's not much more. But let's take a look. Okay, yeah, that's it for here. I think I try the wrecked ship again. I didn't really delve too deep. Yeah, Midnight Run was great. I think that was the last of our Grodin run, yeah. So, is there anything in this? So that's just a boss. Okay, there's no reason for me to go over there. Well, back to Norfair, I guess? Is that... If nothing else, these elevators are like a nice little like palate cleanser before you get to like a new environment. And I think every Metroid game has had elevators that I can think of at least. Okay, I was thinking there would be another outlet here and I don't see one. So I don't see a lot of reason to go deep in Norfair right now. People do sequence break pretty hard in this section, but that is not my goal. Muppet Caper, yeah, that's definitely like, it was a follow-up. Oh, interesting. See, I really enjoyed Midnight Run. I don't think it was one of my favorite... It was maybe one of my favorite Grodin performances, but I don't think it was one of my favorite movies of that little journey. But I certainly wouldn't say I didn't like it. I think it's more just speaking to the quality of all the movies we saw. There are others I like more. Where to go? Where to go? Yeah, I'm thinking the top right of everything, but it's going to be a pain in the butt to get there. Up, don't I? Yeah. If I go up and to the right, then I'm actually pretty close to where I'm thinking of going next. I hope that I never get so familiar with this game that I always know the next step. It's nice to play every 5 years or so and to kind of rediscover it in some ways. Even though it's going to be impossible to have that fresh slate. As much of that as I can get, I think is a good thing. I've never gotten the best ending in this game. I've only ever gotten the B tier, which is she has the helmet off but is in the suit, which honestly looks cooler. Oh wait, what are these called? They're cactachraphy? No, it's attack. It's cactac. Gosh. I wonder how much of those puns carry over from Japanese. Yeah, so completion time does factor into the endings. I think it's the only thing that factors into endings in this game. Which is funny because some of the later Metroid games don't even factor in time. And they tend to focus more on how many items you picked up. I don't remember if this game has an item pickup percentage, but I'm leaning towards no. Cack attack. Or cock attack. Not above that. Okay, I tried going over here last time and I didn't get very far. I feel like there's more though. So let's see what I can do. I hope there's more, because otherwise I'm just kind of Is this even how you get to the wrecked ship, though? It's certainly the right area. Sam is so sluggish. Oh shoot. This might be a theme every stream where I get, like, rather stuck. Yeah, that seems like the only way of getting at the wrecked ship. Well, where else can I go now that I have the speed boost and the ice? I'm gonna have to verify that myself before taking it on your word. Well, we just did a big loop-de-loop, and I don't have much to show for it, so I might have to do another loop-de-loop here. How do I get that grapple beam? The room with the fireflies was definitely giving me nostalgia with the grapple beam, but I think it must have just been using it instead of. This is one of those times where it probably would be nice to have the that map where I can look at other sections. Trying to make up my mind here. I thought I went pretty thoroughly through Brinstar. Let's make sure that I can't go up into the right here, actually. While we're exploring. Dear Lord. Oh boy. Alright, let's go over here. Yeah, no. Oh, I see. So unless I speed boost from the next one, then I have to go this route. Alright, well we're gonna try to do another quick loop and see what I'm missing here. Let's actually go down this way. Let's not go this way. Change my mind. I do not want to fight those guys again. So I'm going to run through the speed boost room again. All I can think of is that as I was kind of coming from place to place, I neglected to do a whole section somewhere. And then I kind of like cut corners into the next biome too quickly. That sounds like someone did a little cheating and looked it up. At this point, there's no especially easy way to get to Norfair, so I might as well keep going. Alright, that's to the boss thing. So the people have spoken. They don't want to see me run in circles on Planet Zebus. I get it. I get it. It's funny because Norfair was the one where I got into it and I immediately dipped out and I was like, no, this looks... Well, looking at the map, it was just all like pretty fleshed out. I didn't see any major sections. So that tells me that there's maybe just like a room that I can... I've been able to get far in, I just haven't been able to do the last section or something, you know? It was like... Instead of being a mostly blue section, it's probably mostly red with one... Oh no! Ah, shoot. There's always a level of tedium associated with these games. It's unavoidable. I'm just gonna pretend that you have very good Metroid intuition, Charlie. So I can say I made it through without walkthroughs. what's the best path to... Boy. Really going roundabout here, aren't I? Apologies. Look at all these grapple points that I could use if I had just gone through Norfair properly. Now what is this blue thing at the end? That's one of the grapple dudes. Okay. I should not get too sucked up into what ifs because I know that I've already been through here tonight. So up or down? Down. You can see how bad my sense of direction is based on how often I have to pull up the map. It was especially bad in the primes because they have that 3D map, which, you know, like generally I think it solved a lot of problems of moving into 3D, but spatially I just was always getting turned around and having to open up that map. And then Other M was interesting because the map in the top right was way more detailed than the map in the pause screen, which was just so annoying. Okay, we're close to Norfair now. It's funny, I always consider this section Norfair, but I guess it's not. It certainly feels like it is. Okay, we only lost about 10 minutes there. Maybe a bit longer, who's counting? Give me that gravity suit, it can't come soon enough. It's funny how this stream started off at like an incredibly fast pace where I was getting major power-ups and then it's just like screeched to a halt. That's just kind of how it goes. And that's, I think it's a similar way to adventure games again, where it's like you get really stuck and you're stuck on probably multiple puzzles at once. And you're just in a loop and you're examining everything again and talking to everyone again. And then you make one little breakthrough and then, or look at a walkthrough, and then suddenly like there's this chain reaction and you're able to kind of have that momentum again. There's something very rewarding about that, even if it is very frustrating for a while. So I actually don't mind that I'm going in circles. As long as that balance feels right and I'm getting bits of both every stream, then I think it's a total win. Just what I wanted was a lava section. Thankfully it stops there. And I can freeze these guys, which makes it a lot easier. These little seahorse dudes. I love how they're literally seahorses. This is like, here's a little three-eyed, like, crazy carrot top alien, and then you have these just seahorses. Okay, what do I do here? Well, we're in Norfair. Let's do the loop that I didn't really want to do. Yeah, it is really sprawling now. non-white outline part. So that's up and to the right. Or that's down to the left. Now that one down to the left is one of those gates you can only shoot from one side, and I don't have the wave beam, so it's not that. So it's gotta be up top. The problem is, I can't really get up there very easily. I could try to freeze a dude and get there, but that's gonna be a real Hail Mary. Let's try it before I write it off. Ah, shoot. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to go through quite a few rooms. Also, that's a bummer because I should have gotten it at the end of the last stream. That might be a case where I stopped playing at the exact wrong moment where I would have known. Wait, what's this? It's funny how the lava disappears when there's an overlay. And it's funny how for the missiles they do give you instructions, right? Because they don't for so many like much more complicated things, but they do this after I literally have 50 missiles. It's just funny. Not enough layers, yeah, you have to turn off one overlay to get another on, yeah. I think that's exactly it. Oh boy. Oh, I probably could have done that one if it wasn't for the cack attack. But I'm shoot. Oh no. Alright, guys, I think it's faster if I just do the tedious way than to try to shoot this. I must have never gotten a map in Norfair, and that's why... Yeah, I never got the map here, so that's why when I did a cursory glance, it looked like I had done everything. Although the little victory lap, the first one was nice, because I got a lot of nice things out of it. But yeah, I should have concluded by going through Norfair properly. That was the miss. Okay. Another place where it's very nice to have the ice beam. This is much easier. Oh, until I do that. Close enough. I think I can freeze this thing. Oh shoot. But let's just get through this. Oh, son of a gun. So freezing's worth it there. Ooh. One problem was I started a bit higher than normal. I almost got scraped. Don't freeze it. No, I'm freezing it. From now on, I'm freezing these. I don't want to keep falling in lava. It's embarrassing. Okay, this should be the section that takes me in. These little sassy boys. Doing the funky chicken. No one is giving me health drops. Okay, now I'm back up here, which means that... Oh, don't you dare. Okay, this is that section. This is the only one with unexplored wall that I see. Oh yeah, that's right, it's the... Yep. Okay, time to grind out some health. At least this has multiple enemies at once, it goes pretty fast. Yeah, that's not so bad at all. Alright. Let's see what there is to see. Let's try that again. Okay, yeah, what am I doing? I need to just reload the room. This is where I got the speed boost, right? And I don't see anything else in here. I don't... Is that other section in anything? If so, it's pretty subtle. Okay, so that one wasn't it. Maybe down at the bottom of that loop here, there was a section where I didn't go lower, and I could have. It's that or figuring out what's going on over here. Yeah. But, you know, it's not in vain because a lot of Metroid players try to 100% the map. So there you go. I just got a couple obscure map grids. Gosh, that's annoying. Okay. Next time I need to just run through the whole room. If before the end of this stream I get another section where I really hit a groove and find a lot of you know, either have a major boss fight or find a new power-up or, you know, something along those lines, then that's kind of a great rhythm again for the next time. Where's the map for Norfair? I don't know. It's a great question. It'd certainly be helpful. Haha, living dangerously. Oh, son of a gun. Alright. Smooth. Smooth. I'm hoping that area I'm going to is it, otherwise, oh, shoot. It's filled with lava. Oh, man. What a comedy of errors this has been. Certified Metroid expert over here. It's a nice little touch on the morph ball how that little shines, the little specular highlight stays in the same spot. And also like how it's moving up and down, you know, it could just have been cycling in place, but now it feels like it's like really dynamic and like you have all this like kinetic energy. I might die if I don't. There's gotta be side rooms in the big maze that have power bomb. Yeah, at this point I need to just really thoroughly catacomb everything. That is how light works, you are correct. But it's just a nice little detail. funny how it's a lot shinier than Samus's suit is, I guess. The contours on Samus's suit make it hard to tell. Okay, well, so I do need to leave this spot. I'm not gonna save. I got that missile power up, but I'm just so low health, I don't really feel like saving until I... Top center of the suit. Oh, on the head there is. It's even kind of glowing. I changed my mind. I'm gonna save because I remembered that well, I think the boss here is Ridley, but isn't that that's like a subsection? Is there another boss here? I don't know. I'm gonna save with low health. Whatever. It's all part of the Metroid journey. There's down here, and there's over to the left. I want to go over to the left before I retread that. The spazer with the ice beam is really nice because you can just be so inaccurate. So these guys are handy because when you freeze them, they become little platforms. So they fell off. But yeah, they become especially handy platforms, and I recall there being places where I have to do it. I think that's what Samus needs, is like a little anime sweat droplet, yeah. Okay. God, imagine being like a speedrunner and then doing this like with a room full of people watching you, just completely losing your next step. Has that happened? Or is it just so rote by then that's... Like, that's part of why I don't want to speedrun this game, is because I feel like when you do, then you lose that ability to forget the game. But I'm sure brain farts are still possible. Okay, let's see what there is to see. I've said that a couple times this stream, but it comes from a Miami Seaquarium commercial from the 90s, which I'm sure was only local to Florida. Okay, I'm in Norfair. That seems like a complete low section here, but the bottom here is what has me feeling like I should sniff it out. Oh, what's this? What's this? That's a new power bomb room, isn't it? I bet this is a map. Is this a map room? If so, oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay, well this certainly has some answers, doesn't it? Oh, and see that little section I just wrote off as feeling very complete is in fact not complete. Okay, we're learning a lot here. That was very silly of me to go past. We successfully catacombed, though. One thing that I like about the most of the other 2D Metroid games that came after, before it would show you this blue area, it might show you this boss icon down here in the bottom, right? So you would know, okay, I need to head down there, but you wouldn't know, is it from the right side, is it from the left? And here I don't know, actually, is it from the right, is it from the left? But you would at least know the general direction you're trying to head in. I thought that was a nice way of balancing, not guiding the players too much, but also giving them like a loose objective. Back on track. Okay, so now we just have to try each of these points these possible contact points until we get one that is great. And hey, look at that! You know, if I had a better memory, I probably would have recalled those, but... Yeah, and frankly, that's the reason why I didn't decide to make Metroid 2 part of my official Metroid run, and I went with the remake instead, is that without a map, you can see I'm struggling quite a bit with a map, and my internal map is just not the strongest. And I could make one, and that actually does seem kind of fun to make a map as you go. And I could obviously look one up too, but there's a fan-made, I think it's called the Mother or something, like the Mother edit of the NES Metroid game, and they did a few quality of life improvements. Oh, look at that! That's nice. That is nice. Love it. Love to see it. Oh, we're in a classic area now. Okay, okay. Things are heating up. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, one of the things they did to the NES Metroid is they gave it a proper map. And I've heard people say that that is the way to go if you're going to play the NES game. Play the one that has been cleaned up a little bit. Okay, we're in good shape. I'm going to keep playing. Oh, I want to get some more of those dopamine rushes after all that strife. Okay, need to grapple. Grapple, grapple. This was one of the few games where we didn't have a guide for it, but we played it in the pre-internet days of our house, where like when my brother and I were first playing this game, it was probably 96, because we got the SNES a couple years after it was out. And I don't think I got an email address until 97, and that was from going to the library and using internet at the library. Oh, what's this little connecting area? Let's not worry about it for now. Good to know it exists, though. But yeah, to my knowledge, we did not have a guide for this, so this was a game that we just had to feel out, and we had to figure out things like the wall jump. And we couldn't look it up online, and that's just such like a little narrow window of time where that was possible. Okay, I think I know what's about to happen. And I did not beat this game until watching my brother beat it. So I think that was a key factor too in my success, and it always feeling familiar even on my first like playthrough. I probably didn't actually beat it until like middle school. Okay, here we go. I have memories of playing this boss in his room though. It's a lot of nostalgia associated with this. But like, it's a cool design. Great music. And I just love the size of the bosses in this game, you know? Because the NES game was so limited by hardware. The bosses are basically the same size as you. So like, Kraid was in that. Kraid was the one that had the little platform shooting out. Big dinosaur. This is Big Dinosaur too. I guess they're all big dinosaurs. But yeah, Kraid in the NES game is, you know, 6 feet tall at the most. It's great that you can get a sense of scale here, and it's something that the series in general does well, I think. Burning through missiles here. So if you can't tell, I'm trying to push this boss back. Oh good, it gives missiles. It's a subtle thing, but I even like the little smoke, the little dust animation at the feet. I guess it's dust. Of when it stomps its feet. It's part of giving the sense of scale, making it feel like it's really like it's part of the environment and it's impacting the environment. It's another one of those nice touches. This is also a sweet spot in game dev, I feel like, where it's small teams, but they're able to have lots of bits of polish like this. Oh no, I'm out of my missiles. I recall usually running out of missiles like this. I must be close to the edge. Oh, only the turret beam works. Oh gosh. It's gonna slow me down. And it's not giving any missiles now. Rude. Slowly but surely. Here we go. Yeah. So it's kind of a gimmicky boss, but look at that. That melting dinosaur skull is burned into my brain from childhood. One of the most iconic parts of this game, easily, I think, is that. And also this. Gosh, isn't that cool? Stuff out of middle school sketchbooks, absolutely. And then having its skeleton attack you right when you think you're safe. And of course you gotta leave the skull here as a memento. Just, yeah, even though it's a gimmicky boss where all you're doing is pushing it, it's a cool break from the format. It's not just a missile, a big missile target. I like it. Good stuff. Oh. Gotta be careful with my jumps here, which I was not. There we go. Oh, you forgot about that. So have you played this game, Charlie? I'm not sure I knew that. Well, let's... I'm gonna do the responsible thing and get health and then save. Oh, you have? Okay. You've beaten it. Do you recall the time you beat it in, or what ending you got? Of course. Alright, well. Generally in this game, my approach is to go indoors by order that I see them. Because I feel like they designed it with that intent. Although sometimes they design it with that intent specifically to hoodwink you, but you can't remember. Ooh. Oh, brutal. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, whenever I download an SNES emulator, this is the first and sometimes the only game I play. Yeah, I remember playing this when I first moved into this apartment 5 or 6 years ago. I think this might have been the first game I played in this apartment, actually. I played it as a freshman in college on my laptop. That's the one where I think I played it just on the keyboard, which is so janky. Yeah, it's almost like major life milestones is when I play this. So I don't know what the milestone is now. That I'm in my 30s or global pandemic. I suppose it's a milestone I've created, which is playing all the Metroids, and that counts. That counts, I think. Any reason I didn't play this on Switch? I think this controller would probably work on Switch. So I could have done it. So almost every other Metroid game that I played it on original hardware or as close as you can get. So like, you know, I was playing some on the Wii U, but the Wii U has Wii hardware, which has GameCube hardware, right? The only exception to this is Zero Mission, which I played just as a virtual console on the Wii U. Yeah, no specific reason why I didn't play it on the Switch. I think I just wanted to use a high-quality emulator and make streaming a little bit easier. If I was playing this without streaming, I think I would have done the Switch for sure. Or a Raspberry Pi box or something. What is this room? Is there really nothing to do over here? How do I get up there? Okay, well. Get better at these little jumps. Yeah, I actually am a fan of the way I can change the jump height. I missed the grapple beam? Oh man. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Well, I can't get out of here, so... There's over here, and that was to get the missile, right? So what's up to the left here? Can't even see. Oh, that was the door that I tried opening. Well, the thing is, even if I had the grapple beam, I don't see somewhere to use it. Now, I do see blocks that are probably speed blocks. Oh, the power bomb. Well, let's use the power bomb. So that's what I do, is I shine spark out of there. That makes sense. Oh, you sons of guns. You dirty dogs. Low in health again. Okay, so let's try this. I think this is the trick. It's funny because I remember shine sparking being more of like a secret in this game, but I think you actually do need it. Okay, so is it pressing down? I still haven't nailed getting it for some reason. Okay, it's just the long jump. Okay, well, made it. I think I know what that is. We did it. I like how ambiguous this somersault sprite is. It's like, where's the head? Am I seeing two heads at once? Is it like a Bart Simpson still frame where it's like a smear? Never mind. Yeah. No, it was the right thought. There is something on the other side of that boss room, but I needed the grapple beam to get it. Oh, I'm close to death. We're about to find out what that reserve tank does, aren't we? Let's not die right after I get the grapple beam. I've not played another Metroid game where I felt the grapple beam felt quite the same as it does in Super Metroid. Which I'm not saying it's perfect. Again, this is one of the things where I'm only able to use the grapple beam with the NES controller, otherwise I just struggle. But it's the one that feels the most, like, at home for me. Alright, from Death's Door. Nothing like that low health warning sound to really get the adrenaline going. So this is clearly one that they put to be just a health generator. Why not just make it the save point? I think I go a little bit more. Yeah, well, it's... I agree, and I think a lot of it is because they tend to give you less control of the swing. But yeah, and I can grapple on these dudes too. I like the Super Metroid grapple because I feel in control of it, even if it's hard. Like, the timing of it can be tricky. Let's appreciate these totems again. The last time we saw them, I don't think they had these yellow highlights on them. The glowing... And that heat distortion background is just so nice. And of course it stops as soon as I say something. Yeah, like that move, like, that's a hard one, but I can do it with skill. Other M. Did Other M have the grapple beam? Now maybe I'm thinking of Prime 3. Gosh, they've all melded together. My brain is Metroid mush by now. But yeah, some of them, it's like you get on and it's kind of like automatically swinging. And it's almost like you can't mess it up. But you also can't do complex things. This feels really nice to me. The happy hangout room, yeah. I like being able to change the height too. The Wii games, I think it was Prime 3, had the grapple beam feel especially gimmicky, and you would use it to like power things or to remove power from things, which is an interesting concept, but where do we go now? To the right. There's a lot of places I could go now, including the wrecked ship. but I think there's a natural flow to these, and I think I kind of broke that by not investigating Norfair more properly once I got power-ups earlier, so I don't want to make that mistake again. So let me delve a bit deeper, and then I'm going to do another victory lap around everything only when I feel like I kind of have to. Make my way downtown. Yeah, totally understandable. You kind of missed a sticking point anyways. Although hopefully you caught most of that gnarly boss fight. Okay, I don't think I can do anything here until I get the gravity suit, right? But let's see. How cool is this? I love it when this series shows you something before you can get to it, and you just see this big monolithic sculpture or just something kind of foreboding like this. There's a great one in, I think, Fusion, where if you go to the lower left corner of a room, the camera pans over past the wall, and you can see Ridley frozen in ice in the next room. And even though you can't, like, Samus wouldn't be able to see that, it's this great little teaser of knowing that something's going to go down later. Kind of feeling like you've seen the secret. It's really nice. But yeah, this feels that way too. That little path is just so you can see that there's a lair that you're going to have to somehow go through 40 feet of lava to enter. That's just cool. Shufskis. Okay, so I'm back over here. Am I back in the bottom of the loop? I am. Okay. But I have grapple beam now, at least, so that's nice. And that'll make it easier to be in that main room too, so I think this is worth going through one more time. And this is a place where that ice beam just makes it big. Here's the little room again. I'm at the point with Norfair where I can tell what the next room is usually too, and that's a good place to be. The catacombing is resulting in knowledge. Look at that, skim of the tip. This is probably grapple beam, right? Is this grapple beam room? Feels that way. Yeah, this is the one that has the two-legged guys. Doesn't it? I must be thinking of another room, but this is, I think, still grapple beam. So let's take advantage. Interesting. So there's a door up top. I bet that door is a wave beam door. In which case, I can't do it yet. But let's verify that. It could be a grapple beam. Okay, cool. I had it. Oh man. I can't believe I played this on a laptop keyboard. God, that must have been hell. I beat it. I remember beating it. Although I'm sure I cheesed the heck out of save states too. Which there's a time and place. Okay, now. Don't screw up. Here we go. Okay, this is a great one as far as unlocking areas. A very, very good one, which I'll be able to demonstrate in the next one. And also just a cool animation. So now's a good time to point out, I've mentioned this in passing, you can turn on and off any of these. So I can just have a wave charger. Look at that. That's cool. And it's a shame it's kind of wasted because you never see it. But I think that's a really cool... It's like a bouncing ball almost, right? Oh, I do want the menu. I'm gonna... Let me turn... That's the problem with the ice beam, is it takes away some of the colors, and the colors are a lot of the fun. I really liked how color-centric Prime was. It got a little babyish sometimes, because you would know that you know, like a purple enemy had to be hit with the purple gun, you know, that kind of thing. But, you know, I liked how distinct each blaster felt from the last, and I liked... Yeah, see, I can shoot through these now. And I liked that I had access to multiple ones without having to go through a menu like I just did. So yeah, it's, you know, it feels a little cheesy when the final boss in Metroid Prime, the first one, goes through different color modes and then you have to use different weapons. But, you know, it was fun gameplay. It was keep me on my toes. Like, I couldn't really mind it. Okay, so I could use the grapple beam here, but I already got onto that, so let me save. And this feels like a great time to get to the wrecked ship. And I believe that will get me what I need to go to Ridley anyways. So I'm going to get to the first save point inside the ship, and then I think I'll call it. That'll be a nice kind of exciting point to leave off on for the night. Now that we've kind of seen more of the same areas, it'll be a really refreshing change of pace. You're gonna end here? Cool. Yeah, it has been a successful one. It's a very typical one. It's got ups and downs, but that just makes it have payoff. So yeah, have a good night, Charlie. Catch you later. I'm gonna power through just for a few more minutes, I think. Oh, you're out of here too? See you, Jim. Oh, you're sticking around. I realized after, yeah. Could go either way. What I might do actually is save in Samus's ship, and then it's just a straight shot to the wrecked ship next time. We'll see. I like how that one room, once you blow up that tunnel, it's just like... It's just funny how you have to pass through the... destruction that you created. I've been whinging about the save points not restoring you, but I think Samus's ship does. Which is really the only special thing about it in this game. Yeah, feeling like you're making a difference. Close call. Yeah, totally. Some of the most satisfying games I played from that standpoint are actually the Grand Theft Auto games. Oh, I got trapped in the ceiling. Funny. Just because those are always such like rags to riches stories. I remember as a kid just feeling utter satisfaction as I, become Scarface by the end of the game, even though I'd never seen Scarface, right? Just feeling like I'd become the king of Miami, or they don't call it Miami. What do they call it? Oh, they call it Vice City, of course. It's in the name. It's also something I think adventure games do very well, is that you help people out, and then like you can see that their lives are better. That's part of what makes Majora's Mask so like stressful to play, is that you help all these people and then you see it's reset and they're back in the same problems, and like you want the satisfaction of everyone having all their problems solved at once, and you can't get that. Well, I have full power-ups and I'm going right, so I might as well keep going. Let's get the ship. Los Santos is the other one, or San Andreas, I guess. Okay, now here's where it gets interesting with those blocks breaking. I love the atmosphere outside. Okay, here's this track again. I think it's used in the end game too, but it just feels like so like triumphant, and yet like it doesn't feel like you're out of the woods yet here either. It's kind of foreboding in that sense. Oh, here we are. The little like insects running around. I've never realized quite how tiled all these rooms are, but they pull it off. Yeah, so again, the theory of going to the first store that's visible pays off, because they tend to set you up with save stations. But I don't think I can use this one yet. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, so actually I don't want to explore too much further. I'm going to go back to the ship and call it a night, I think. But I like the sneakies. Creepy sound too. All right, I'm getting sucked in. All right, let me restore power. Like this terrified me as a kid. Love the motion on these things too. So we've seen things similar to it, but this is the first time we're seeing one like motion like this. I love how you can freeze through them. Okay, yeah, I was going the wrong way. Ghosts on a ship. Don't tell me that's not rad. I could have sworn it was going up. Seems not. I guess I have to do it. Yeah, some of my favorite moments of the Prime series are exploring abandoned ships. Prime 3 really nailed this kind of vibe without it being a direct copy. in one ship called the Valhalla that you go to. Okay, so we go down. Spoopy, yeah. Excuse you. It's a great sound when you injure them. Great sound. That's a tricky little tunnel to find there. You can only find that if you bomb multiple times or if you have the scan visor. Man. But what's it do? What does it do? Yeah, totally. I'm clearly either in a spawn point or they just spawn where you are if you stand still too long. Okay, well, shoot. So maybe I have to kill enemies to unlock those doors, although... That's right. I'm gonna go with my instincts, which originally said to go up top. And it's definitely easier to find than the tunnel down there, so that also makes sense. Yeah, it's a great palette. Samus looks very good in this palette with this suit too, I think. I really doubt I have to kill all of these. That feels off. Okay, then yeah, I think that settles it. I will go back to the ship, to my ship, and I'll save there, and then I'll figure out how to turn the power on when I get back on Monday. But I feel like I'm right on track for getting this done by Metroid Dread. Charlie is right that we have made good headway. So let's do this without falling. Oh. This is an area that just punishes you so slow. It's a good way to see the sprites though. Yeah, that hopping from one to the next has a really nice rhythm, I think, and I'm not sure I found a Metroid game that has as nice of a rhythm, especially not a 3D one. The 3D ones just, they're like afraid of the grapple beam. It feels that way to me. Oh, I could have speed boosted. Yeah, ninny. Yeah, there's something about hearing this triumphant music when you're back on the top side. It's interesting. Samus didn't have the glowing green on her torso there. Okay, yeah, good stream. Man, this game does not get old. Looking forward to playing it again. Thanks for watching, Jim. I will catch you next time.